Okay, we're live. This is going to be the first E-date for Trap Law Ross. You know what I'm saying? I had to suit up, suit and tie and everything. I'm here with Christiana. Did I say that right? Christiana?
Yes. You can call me
Okay.
Crystal.
Okay. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I've got a lot of explaining to do. I feel like you may not know this, but I feel like me and you got unfinished business.
Yeah?
We met at Adam22's birthday party. You know what I'm saying? The very out of control, crazy event that was very lit. I was very out of my depth. I'll keep it real with you. I'm not used to these kinds of settings. I'm not used to meeting people like you. So you know what I'm saying? When we met at Adam22's birthday party, there was the viral clip of me on Adam's story of you twerking on me, and a lot of people had questions about that. So I feel like we needed to check in. You know what I'm saying? Have a little e-date, get to know each other a little bit better, and you know what I'm saying? Find out whether maybe there's a little spark here or something.
Okay.
So I got to admit, last time I saw you, I feel like we were catching a little vibe, and then
Yeah.
Chet Hanks came along and stole you away from me.
Yeah.
I was a little bit heartbroken about that. I'm not gonna lie. So I got to keep it real with you. I got to come in hot with a hard question straight away. Did Chet Hanks hit that night, man? I got to know.
Yes.
No. Yo, Chet Hanks really done stole my girl, man. That's heartbroken.
You didn't fight for me.
You know what? I'm a lover, not a fighter, man. And I'm not trying to fight Chet Hanks. He looks like he hits the gym.
Yeah. What's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
A Leo.
I should be fighting if I'm a Leo, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like do you think me and Chet
Leos
like
are very like, you know?
do
You
you
have
think
to be.
you know better? You sounds like you went a few rounds with Chet Hanks, so you would know if he's got hands.
I don't know.
You know something.
Yeah.
You know what's
If he
going on.
looks like he has hands, and he has hands.
Okay, well look, I'll try not to let my jealousy get the better of me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was heartbroken. I'll be real. I was kind of starstruck that Chet would even pull up and steal my chick. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna move past it. I'm not the jealous type. We're here now,
Yeah.
and we're gonna see if maybe there's some chemistry right here.
Yeah. You've got the accent going for you. You've got the
Okay.
hair. You're cute.
Okay.
Just gotta learn how to fight harder, for what you want.
I mean, maybe you could give me some fighting lessons. You seem like you're tougher than me.
No, I just started back in the gym, so
Oh yeah,
not,
just started.
I'm a lover too, but I'm a Cancer, so we're although that night was super crazy.
That was insane. So, like, tell me how your night was, because like I've been on here for hours telling people all about the story of that night. But like, what was your experience of the Adam 22 birthday party?
I had a great time. It was wonderful. But you did spill your drink on my bag. Do you remember that?
I did. I spilt the drink. Was it on your bag or your back, or both?
My bag, I think I was more concerned with. But I saw the video and I'm like, holy fuck, that was like a really like
I,
expression.
I'll keep it real. I was out of my depth. That was too much to handle. I'll keep it real. I'm not used to you know what I'm saying. I'm not used to this much going on. You know what I'm saying. You definitely was a handful.
Yeah, 2 hands, but we did.
I feel like I need three hands to deal with you.
But yeah, it was a good experience. I had fun. I usually do like smaller events. I've never been to a big event like that either. So it was like out of my element. But like once I start drinking, I'm just outgoing anyways. So it was fun. It was a good vibe. I had a great time. I hope they do it again.
Yeah, I hope so too. I feel like the 40th birthday is a special one, so 41 probably ain't gonna quite hit the same. But I hope they do it again too. I'm trying to meet some more interesting people. I'll keep it real. Like I was a fish out of water that night. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like I seemed like out of my natural habitat, or you think I was fitting in?
I think you were fitting in like your own way,
Okay,
like
okay,
how
that's
you are. Yeah.
that's
Like
solid. That's
everybody had like their own like personality, and it just like, not, everyone was not like one way.
so. Apart from Chet Hanks, who was some of the favorite people that you met that night? Because there was a lot of famous, interesting people all up in
Um,
the building.
Riley Reed,
Mm.
I would say
I
that's
didn't
probably.
see she was there. Riley Reid was there. Damn.
Yes, I saw her in the bathroom and I got a picture with her.
Oh,
But
nice.
yeah,
She's a
she was
legend.
there. Yeah, for sure. And I think besides Adam, it's probably it. I was
Okay.
like so wasted, so I was just like in my Blueface.
Mm.
But I didn't get to like speak to them, but I was like on stage when they were like performing and stuff. Um, yeah, I think that's it besides Riley.
Did you meet Stewie?
No. Oh, I did meet Neon. I got a picture with him. Did you see the
Oh
picture?
yeah, I saw Neon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought that was cool. I thought that was cool. What do you think of What do you think of Neon? Do you think it's real or do you think it's all an act?
I think that's really who he is. And I think that's what surprised me like the most is like I was like, "Oh, can I get a picture?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I just like went down and he just like took the picture and then ran. I
Mm.
don't know, but I don't really know who he is, so I don't really know like his persona online. But like what I've seen is like okay, like that literally matches. So like if he's an actor, he's like a very good actor because it seemed like so real. It was super funny. So I'm just like, why did I think I went to go turn around and like shake my butt on him and he just ran. Like I'm like, what the fuck? Like that was so weird. But when I see like him online, like that's the persona that he gives is like weird.
So, I feel like I'm like a perfect mix between Neon and Chet Hanks. I feel like I'm right in between. You know what I'm saying? If those two blended together, you'd get me.
No, I feel like you were like maybe it's your accent, but like just super like well actually, I don't really know you. So but like based upon like your personality, what I see is like square, you know?
I'm pretty square. I'm like square, but I got like rounded edges. You know what I'm saying? I'm smooth on the edges, but
Mhm.
I'm mainly square.
Yeah. How old
So
are
I
you?
need. I'm 30.
30?
Yeah.
Really? You look like a baby.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll take that as a
Yeah,
compliment.
you're
I'm
like
trying.
24 or something.
Really?
Yeah, you're a grown ass man.
Damn. Okay. I know it's a rude question. You don't have to ask, but how old are you?
Well, I want you to guess.
Okay. You see, you're trying to distract me. You're trying to distract me. That ain't. That ain't what I'm saying. Let me just do a few calculations. I'm gonna say 23.
23? I'm 26.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You got real youthful energy about you, know.
Yay.
So I
Yeah,
need to. I'm trying to learn about you. So where are you from?
New York, upstate New York.
Okay. Upstate New York. Is that like the nice ends of New York?
It's just like not the city. You know the Buffalo Bills?
Kinda. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I live like an hour away from the Buffalo Bills. Like the
Okay.
Buffalo.
So do you
But
like? Do you consider yourself a New Yorker? Or are you like a tough New York bitch type thing?
no, like if I go to Florida, like people will tell me like, "Oh, you're not from New York because New York's like I live 8 hours away from like the city of New York." Does that make sense? So it's
Okay.
like not even like New York. It's more towards Canada.
Wait, 8 hours away from the city.
Yeah. So
Oh,
like
that's
people
that's
are
so
always like,
long.
"Oh, you're from New York." They think New York's like this Bronx, but it's not. Like I'm from upstate New York, so I'm 8 hours away from the city.
You
Um,
you you ever pull up to the Bronx and hang out with the gangsters there?
no, but I'd
No.
love to.
You need to pull up. You
No,
need to pull up to RPT and go and hang out with like D-Thang and all the Bronx drillers. You'd fit in.
yeah, yeah, because I'm a
So
real bitch. So yeah, it's for sure. I feel like I was like in the mafia or something in my past life.
in your past life, like in your
In my
past life, or your like past few years.
no, like my past life, like like I've
Okay.
always lived in New York, but I feel like I could like relate to some real shit.
I feel like New York people are like it's a different breed. It's like in the UK, people from London, it's like you're real tough. That's like in New York, like it's like you got Americans and then you got New
Uh,
Yorkers, and they're like, you know what I'm saying, they're
right.
hardened and like, you know what I'm saying, like the subway, like you know what I'm saying, that changes people.
Yeah, but I feel like I have a little bit of that aggression, but like I don't live in New York.
Okay, so you got that
Do you
aggression.
sense it? Do you sense the New York vibe or like a little bit or what?
Like a little bit, but you seem kind of soft to me. I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, but you don't seem like tough, like you know what I'm saying. You don't seem like a mean bitch.
Yeah, just a bad bitch.
Just a bad bitch, not a mean bitch, a nice bad bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, so look, I got to address the elephant in the room, okay? Like, so I'm not trying to get in trouble on YouTube or anything like that, but you're one of these girls that's online on that website where you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
where the bad girls be.
Yeah.
So what's that like? Like, as far as like dating and stuff, like, does that make it hard for you to date dudes?
I would say yes, but I feel like I'm like I'm like so locked in with myself that I really don't go out unless like there's a reason to go out. So I'm like always home. But I think, and like that's why I wanted to rebrand a little bit, because I'm a lover girl. I do want to like fall in love and find someone. And I know that like has like a big thing to do with it. You know, I feel like I was like a little bit ignorant to it, like, oh, I don't care, like I'm planning for the future, you know, like they're gonna understand. But then it's like, when you go on my Instagram, if you don't know me, you know what I mean, and you see that, you're probably thinking like, okay, she's just like everybody else, which there's like nothing wrong with like what other people do, you get what I'm saying? But like, I feel like there's more to me than that, if that makes sense. But I don't do BG content unless it's like a partner that I'm with, because that's something where it's like, oh, like later on that I could potentially regret, because yeah, who wants, I don't know, some people do, but for me personally, like I'm not like into that. So I feel like that's like my little gatekeeper, you know, like, oh, like I don't, but I do, you know.
So here's a question. I've always wondered this, because that whole world is like a whole alien world to me. It's another planet to me. But like, if you was in that situation, right, and you was doing BG content with a dude that you was maybe serious with, like, who keeps the money? Like, how do you guys split the money? Do you guys work out a deal? Do you put the dude in like a little 360 deal for the whole relationship? Like, how does that work?
No, because it's like you're already getting a piece of the pie. Like that's it, you know. I
So
like
nothing. They get nothing.
they get nothing. No, like I've shot with like men that I've like been with, but it's like you gotta have like your own hustle. Like I don't want my hustle to be your hustle. If that makes sense. I don't like guys that like, oh, I'm dating an OF girl and like, you know, you're getting a piece of her pie. Like I don't agree with that. Like that's my money. Like,
But he's
yeah,
working.
I'll
At
buy
least.
you a gift or something, but I'm not giving you my money. You need to have your own hustle. So the men that I've filmed with, like, they're not into making money off of me because they have their own hustle. You know what I mean? Like, they're not editing the video. They're not promoting. They're not working for me. You know, like you're just
They're putting in work though. You got to at least give them a little minimum wage for the hour, no?
no, absolutely not.
Damn. Okay, it's hard out here.
Yeah, you got to come with your own bag. This is just, you know, extra.
So, all right, keep it real, yeah. We met at Adam's party. What do you think of the whole Adam Lena situation and what they got going on? Like, is that a situation you could ever see yourself being in, or is that too much?
No, I couldn't see myself being in that situation, but also it's like, who knows? Like I say a lot of things and then just end up like, you know.
So you saying like you just wouldn't do any? So like, as far as their situation, like the
Like
way that they.
I would let my man like film with girls, but I don't think I would just be filming with guys.
Okay.
Because even now, like I don't do BG content. Like I feel like I have to have a connection to want to like sleep with you.
But you see what they just did? They just did the two guys with Lena, Adam and the other dude. You see that? That's the new thing today. That's fresh off the presses.
Yeah, I saw it, but I didn't see the video. I just saw like the promotion on it. But yeah, I mean, whatever works for them, that's how I see it, you know, like.
I mean, I imagine the bag is very good. I feel like I get the impression that like they're prioritizing the bag above everything else. You know what I'm saying? They're just trying to be the biggest P stars out here that they can possibly be. But is that how you see it? Do you want to go for greatness? Because I feel like Lena, realistically, she's like the Michael Jordan of porno at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I feel like she's going for greatness. But like, is that where you're trying to get, or do you have other ambitions in life?
I have other ambitions in life for sure, but I just don't know what that is. So like OnlyFans is like a spacer to figure out where I want to go from there. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I don't do BG content, because it's like that's not something that I want to like do forever. Like I don't want to be like the biggest, you know what I mean? I'm actually like kind of trying to move out of it a little bit. But it pays the bills. It allows me to like do whatever I want to do, which is why I do it, you know. But some people also genuinely like some girls, like I don't know if you know Carmen, this Carmen girl, she's very popular. But she was saying that like she genuinely like liked doing what she did at the time, but like now she doesn't like doing mainstream. She likes doing like, you know, her own thing. But my point is like they actually enjoy doing it, right? So it's not it's a job, but it's also something that they enjoy doing. So I don't see it like as such a bad thing for them. You know what I mean?
Do you really enjoy it, or you just get in the bag?
Um, I like doing like TikToks. Like I don't know, I do like solo content. Yeah, I like it, but I don't think I like it as much as some people like it, if that makes sense.
Okay. So like keep it real. Like how does it work? Do you just do everything all on your own or do you have is there like a man behind the scenes that's kind of pulling the strings? Like you know how like Andrew Tate and shit had all these girls like doing all this different shit or are you just a free agent out here?
I'm a free agent out here. I do
Okay.
everything myself. I did like have a team that worked for me, but like no one's gonna do it how you're gonna do it. So I just took it upon myself to take over and just do everything myself. So I do.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, we can stop talking business for a second, okay? So look, I know that you had I know you had a wild night with Chet Hanks, all right? So is that the kind of like do you normally go for white guys or do you date black guys or are you kind of like you just like taking the vibes?
I love white boys. I've never been with a black guy, so it's very
Never.
never. So it's very like
Hmm.
natural for me to like white guys because I do.
Okay, okay. Is there like a
What about
certain
you?
I listen, I don't discriminate. I've dated black girls, white girls, Asian girls, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
I go, you know what I'm saying? I've been in these streets a little bit, maybe not too much, but you know what I'm saying. I got some experience under my belt, but I would say like I'm a people person. Like it's more about like somebody's character. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's like a good person and I really
Right.
catch a vibe with them, I don't care where they're from or what they look like, as long as they're you know what I'm saying. As long as they're decent.
Right. Don't say you don't care what they look like, because like, yeah, you do.
But I haven't got a genre. Like I've dated
Right.
all kinds of girls. Like I've dated kind of dark skinned black girls, and like you know that's you know what I'm saying that's cool. That's a good flavor. But also like you know in England, like the majority of the girls you come across, London's a bit different. But like I grew up in the south of England in like a very small town, and realistically, it's all very pale white girls, and like so you know what I'm saying. There's not always too much to choose from where I come from originally. But I'm more of a personality person, you know.
Right.
So I really need to like I really need to see that someone has like good morals. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like a good person, somebody that's not gonna like do some weird shit or snake me or like you know saying stab me in the
Right.
back. But I have been hurt before. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, and I feel like, are you into zodiac signs or no?
Into what?
Zodiac signs.
No, like a little bit. I know a little. Like, I'm a Leo, right? And I feel like Leo's a
Yeah.
good one. So I feel like if I was one of the like kind of shitty ones, I wouldn't be too into it. But I feel like Leo's kind of lit. So, but I don't know. I don't know the whole history behind them. Like, do you know a lot about them?
No, but I just know like patterns, you know. So I'm like, oh my God, like this guy's a Leo man. So I kind of like definitely judge people by their sign.
Hmm. Do I fit
But
Do I fit the Leo archetype?
no, not really. You're given
Okay.
Cancer. Like, are you close to the Cancer? Because you know they're like right after each other.
I don't know too much about Cancer. You tell me.
No, like when's your birthday? Like what day?
Oh yeah, it's August the 6th.
The 6th?
Hmm.
Okay, that's my sister's birthday.
Oh really?
Um, yeah, she's a Leo. Well, that's close to Cancer, I feel like, because it's still like early, but yeah, maybe. But yeah, you definitely don't give Leo vibes. I feel like Leos are like super, they're so confident that I think it comes off as like cocky, like cocky. Like they're really insecure, but they have to put up this hard exterior.
Okay,
You might
maybe.
you might be like an evolved one because you're kind of like mellow, you know what I mean? Like you don't seem
Hmm.
cocky.
Okay, an evolved Leo. I like that. That's a good way of
I
putting
think
it.
you are an evolved Leo for sure. Like you've dealt with your trauma and you're healed.
I don't know if I've quite dealt with all my trauma. I still got a lot of trauma I'm dragging around, man. I did this a stream the other day with Hellcat from No Jumper, and we were talking on it. But like, I feel like I'm just kind of coming out of a heartbreak. Like recently, you know, what I'm saying I feel like you know, like that Dirk album, Almost Healed. Like I feel like I'm almost healed, but like
Yeah.
I'm still kind of sore. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
been hard for me to trust. Like, it's been hard for me to move forward from the past heartbreak. So, do you have any advice for me to kind of like, you know, what I'm saying, move forward and get fully healed?
I would say don't treat everybody like they're out to hurt you. Like that's the biggest thing for me is that like some and I think that's like a Leo thing where like they've been hurt so they walk around like super cocky like I'm going to treat everybody the same. You know what I mean? And then it's like, well, you're going to actually like run into someone that genuinely like takes interest in you, but you're like so like focused on getting hurt, then you're going to get hurt because that's all you're attracting.
Mm.
But I don't know. I feel like you seem like super cool. Like you can definitely manage like navigate it out. But I mean we're in the era where everyone's like, that's what I said on my story, like people are like for themselves, like oh, da da da, like I have trauma, like da da. You have to prove yourself to me. You have to prove, and it's like, okay, yeah, like know your worth, but like also like treat people how you want to be treated too. Like that's how I feel. And it's just that, you know.
So tell me, I know you say that you like your white boys, okay? So maybe I fit the profile. We're just getting to know each other. But like, what could I expect? Like, let's say that this goes well. You know what I'm saying? We go on a few more dates. Maybe things get serious. Like, what are you bringing to the table in a relationship? You know what I'm saying?
That's like the worst question you could ask.
Why?
I am the table. Like
You are
what
the table. Oh, you saying I
I
can eat?
am the
I'm.
table.
You saying
Like
I can eat off you?
if I feel like I have to like prove myself to a man, like I'm just like I don't know. Like what do you expect? Like I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I do this, I do this, I do that, I do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Well,
feel like that's pick me, you
Well,
know?
no,
But
no, no. Okay, okay. Let me give you some options then. You know what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily just trying to say like I'm expecting you to cook clean. You know what I'm saying? This ain't we ain't here. I'm not. This ain't
I
fresh and fit.
love
Okay.
to cook. I love to cook and I love to clean. But like that's not something that I want a man to be like, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like
listen. That's the thing. I know that's what a lot of
I
traditional
get what
guys
you're
want.
saying.
No, but like at the same time, it's like I can hire a cleaner and we got Uber Eats. So you know what I'm saying? We ain't necessarily. If you got other skills that are better use of your time, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that could we could find something else for you to do during that
Yeah,
time.
right, exactly. But I
But
genuinely like to cook and clean.
But
Like
what I'm really asking is like, are you somebody are you going to be a shoulder to cry on, or are you going to be somebody that's going to be tough and like pushing me to achieve more, or are you going to kind of just be laying around just expecting me to do everything? Like what I'm saying? What's life going to be like if me and you made this built a
I
future
don't know.
together?
I'm a lover girl. So like I'm gonna love you so much that you're just gonna naturally want to like do the best to take care of me. Because I also
Mm.
like to shop. I like nice things, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna motivate you in that way, you know?
Okay, you like to shop. I like to shop too, but you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like
Yeah,
I'm
you're gonna be like,
still
oh my God, I want to take care of this girl because she treats me so good. So let me work so hard to keep her, you know?
okay. Let's say me and you we spent an amazing night together, right? I'm really impressed. You done something crazy, okay, and I'm very impressed. So I'm like, you know what? We going shopping. Where we going shopping? Where do you want to be taken to the shops first?
Um, I don't know. I'm not gonna like name some designer. We're
No,
just
you gotta name me. You gotta name me some designers, or like, are you shopping at the mall? Are we shopping? You know what I'm saying? Are we going to the dealership?
no, probably go to the mall.
Yeah.
I'm a foodie. I like to eat. I love
Mm.
seafood and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going. I don't know.
You like getting taken for dinner?
We're just gonna go out and we're gonna see what's out there. Maybe get a new bag. And maybe get some jewelry.
Mm.
Maybe an outfit. But
Yeah.
yeah, maybe a bag. I think I'd just go for a bag straight.
What bag you going for?
A Chanel bag.
Okay, classy.
Yeah, or a
What?
Gucci bag.
Okay, so
You know, kind of my the second date is a Chanel bag. The first date might be a Gucci bag. You know,
second date Chanel bag. Damn, you're moving quick. You're moving quick. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, if
we're
that's how
gonna
you're
spend a
moving,
lot of time before we go on the second date, right?
hey, listen, there's gonna be a Chanel bag. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what's gonna be going on that first date? A lot's got to be going on that first date to get Chanel bag on date two.
Yeah.
So you like to go out for food. I love to go out for food. So, you know what I'm saying? You said you like seafood, but like I don't really know too many of the good American spots. You say you're from like upstate New York, right? So like where's the pop-in food spots where you're from?
We have like no really good chain restaurants here. So if I named some you wouldn't even know, but like they're like good restaurants. Does that make sense?
If you like describe the best one to me, like
Tornitos. It's like
Burnitos.
Tornitos, yeah.
Yeah. What
The
kind of stuff?
steakhouse. It's a steakhouse. So they have lobster, steak, it's like um I'm trying to think like a restaurant. Do you know like a restaurant that's like all around? Like, because I've never been to Nobu, so I couldn't tell you if it's like that.
Yeah, I
Uh,
never been to Nobu either. This is the thing in London. You got a lot of these places. Like London's like New York, so there's a lot of these like very famous places. Like I mean Nobu or like Park Chin Hwa or like Gaucho. I don't know if they got that where you're from, but like stuff like that. There's a lot of classy spots in London. You ever been?
no, I've never been to London.
Oh, you got to come to London. London's lit.
I've been to Manchester.
You've been to Manchester, but not London. That's crazy.
I flew into London, but I went to Manchester, but I've never been to London, no.
Yeah, well, what was you doing in Manchester? I'm kind of giving you the side eye on that one.
I went out there to see someone.
Yeah, see someone? Did they have the accent?
Yes.
Could you understand anything they were saying?
Yeah, but they talk like how you talk.
That say Manchester. People from Manchester got the crazy accent. So like,
Well,
what?
he's from London,
Okay,
but he does business in Manchester. So I saw him in Manchester.
is it someone people might know about?
No.
Okay. There's a few, you know what I'm saying? There's a few names in Manchester. There's a few people in England, that are known for flying people out. So I was thinking maybe it might be a big name.
Yeah, no.
Do you know any UK rappers?
The guy that says, "How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay." What's his name? Central C.
Central C.
That's,
Yeah.
that's the only guy that I know from there.
Is it because he's a white boy? You like a piece of him?
I mean, I like his song. Yeah, and he's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cute.
Me or Central C?
You.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you for sure.
Central C's the guy in the UK. Like, there ain't many girls gonna say that out here. To be honest with you.
Oh, really?
I got to savor that moment.
Yeah, he's just got a lot going on. I feel, it's.
I feel like the thing with Central C is it's kind of like he's, you know what I'm saying? He's like maybe not traditionally handsome in the like sophisticated British way, but people like him. People like him because he's got that kind of street vibe. But like a lot of people say he ain't really street like that. But you know what I'm saying? I don't really know.
But yeah, you're like you.
So who's your celebrity crush?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I feel like I don't have a celebrity crush, but I like Rod Wave, but only because like his songs. I love his music. So
yeah, I feel like the music's doing a lot of heavy lifting if you fancy him because he ain't really got too much to look at.
Yeah, no, it's the music, it's the vibe, it's like the soul, right? Remember we were talking about that. But yeah, I feel like that's my celebrity crush right now. Like if I would want to meet anybody, it would be him.
I'll be honest with you. Like for a girl that does content, I was kind of expecting you to be a little more crazy, but you're actually kind of down to earth. Like you're all right.
What do you mean crazy? I am crazy, but
you don't seem super crazy. I don't know. Like what's your like? Do you have any like crazy opinions or like what I'm saying? Do you have any like weird habits and shit that you like doing that's like unusual?
No, I'm just a regular girl.
Yeah. Okay. You're a regular girl with like a dark side.
No. I feel like I don't.
So how did you get into making content?
So I used to be a dancer, and then quarantine happened. I mean, COVID happened, and I'm like, oh, well, let me just hop on here, and from there, I just ran it up and quit dancing, and I've just done it ever since. And then I like got invited to some content parties, and just.
So when a girl says they was a dancer, you mean a stripper, right?
A stripper, yes.
Okay, so tell me what's it like being a stripper? Because I ain't met too many strippers. I'll keep it real. I've been to a strip club like one time, and I pretty much just went in to use the bathroom.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's fun, but it's like for me, it wasn't like natural. Like I feel like if I want something, like okay, I want it, and like whatever. Well, like as a stripper, I feel like you have to like beg, like be fake. You know what I mean to get what you want. And like I don't know, I couldn't really do that. I don't like doing that. So I feel like that's probably the worst part of the job. The money's good, yeah, but equally like you have people like that are expecting you to talk to them for free, and it's like I don't even like you. I'm just here for money, and that's where like the down to earth like comes in at, because it's like you have to make them feel like you want them, and like it doesn't always go like that.
So is there a lot of like weird, crazy shit that goes on behind the scenes working at a strip club?
I'm sure there are, but like I live in a small town, like we don't really have that much going on.
So what kind of dudes like come into a small town strip club? Because like I see, what I'm saying, in my videos, like, I talk about like rappers and like athletes. I was looking at the footage of Ja Morant going to the strip club with a gun and shit. But like, what kind of dudes are coming into a strip club in like a small town upstate New York?
I mean, we get everybody. Like no rappers, but like regular street dudes from the streets coming in, obviously like probably pimps and stuff. Yeah, it's just a variety of people, old men, young men, like it's everybody. Just no rappers or no celebrities because it's a small town, but you know, people that come in from out of town, but nothing like too crazy though, like here, because it's just a small town.
Do you feel like doing that kind of work, you really see like the dark side of men?
Yeah, I feel like you just see like how men really are. You know, like
Mm.
I wouldn't say a dark side, but you just see how they are. And then I think that like helps me out in like my relationships too, because it's like, okay, you know, when a man like cheats, a woman like automatically thinks like, oh my God, there's something wrong with me. Like, and that's the problem, like with society is that we have just like this, you know, we have this idea of like, oh my God, this is what a relationship is supposed to be like, da da da, da. And you know what I mean? But it's like it's more than that, you know? And yeah, it's just yeah, you just see a different side. Like men come in there, they'll tell you they have a wife, they love their wife, they're just looking for some spritz or razzle dazzle, you know. You become like a counselor for them, you know, like,
Mm.
okay, well, why are you here if you love her, you know? But it's like she just doesn't get it, you know, but
So
that's
these
another
so
thing.
these guys are really out here like opening up to the strippers like they're the counselors.
For sure, like a sex therapist, yeah.
I feel like therapy's so expensive. Like going to the strip club and throwing some one's probably cheaper.
You're getting a dance, yeah, for sure. So I mean, you're definitely not gonna get any relationship just throwing money, but yeah, that's what a lot of like guys like get private rooms for. It's just to fucking talk.
For real, that's really what they're doing. I never really understood that, but like now it kind of makes more sense.
Yeah, mainly
Mm.
is to talk. Usually,
What's like the weirdest thing a dude has said to you in the club?
I don't know. I feel like I don't have any like really crazy stories.
Either that or you're good at keeping a secret, which is a
I
good
mean, I
sign.
feel like I've like stomped this guy's balls before. Like I feel like that's some shit.
You say that like that's some normal shit. You're like, I haven't really have crazy stories. I like stomped on a guy's balls, but that's
Yeah, but
standard
isn't
day at
that
the
really
office.
crazy?
That's crazy to me. I don't know about no ball stompings going on. That's crazy.
Really?
How do you end up
I mean,
stomping a
it
guy's
does.
balls? Was it like in a fight or he wanted that?
No, he wanted it.
What he was like, yo,
Yeah, and he's like,
can I
and you
get
know,
the ball stomped?
yeah, I just want you to kick me in my balls, like with your heels on.
Oh, that like
Yeah,
even you
and you
just
know
saying
what's
that,
even
even
like
you just
even
saying that's hurting me.
you know, but even what's even more crazier is like it's always like some like average looking dude. Like people expect like when you tell crazy stories, you know, they're like, oh, like you know, he must be like this and like that. And it's like I remember this guy being like 30 years old. He came in with the suit on. He was attractive, and it's just like, oh, okay, you know, like, and they pay you to do it. So like, where's the loss at? You know?
All right, look, you're gonna have to just tell me like when you stomp on a guy's balls, okay? At
Not
what
stomp,
point?
just like kick.
But at
Just
what point is he like you kick him in the balls? I've been kicked in the balls when I was like a teenager, right? That does not feel good. But so you kick him in the balls and he's like, yeah, like ooh, that's good.
yeah, like you kick. And I'm like, and then kick again. And then kick again.
And he's getting
Like
more
just
enjoyment each time.
yeah. Like
Yo.
yeah.
And so like
I
how
don't have
many
balls. I don't know what it
how
feels like,
many
but
how many ball kicks does it take until he gets his nut?
I mean, are they nutting? I have no idea. That's a good question. It's just like I'm just here to do a job, you
So
know?
you're telling me that they're doing that, they ain't even getting a nut out of it.
I don't know. That's a good question. But I
That's
don't like
crazy.
I've never had someone like nut, you know?
I feel like for the person that's doing ball kicks, you're not even asking too many questions. You're just they're asking for a ball kick, and you're just like, okay, you ain't even thinking about like you ain't even
You
asking
just
the
consent
details.
to this, okay. Say yes, okay, to the camera. Let me kick and let me get my money and let's just go. But that is interesting. But you know, you don't want to ask questions because you don't want them to be like, you don't want them to feel uncomfortable, like, you know? Like
How do
that's what
you
it's like.
how do you discover you like ball kicks though? Like I've been kicked in the balls and it ain't good. Like did he get a kick in the balls one day and he was just like, oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, I have no idea. There's like so many fetishes that like I wonder like why people like that, but obviously it's like some sort of like trauma or something, like you said, like something.
I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of
I was
vanilla.
gonna ask, what's your fetish?
I'm kind of vanilla. I ain't really got a fetish. I mean, I like girls. Like that's the thing. It's like I ain't really got a fetish. Like girls are my fetish. Like I like girls. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that like I'm trying to have bad sex. I ain't just trying to do missionary like a church boy or something like that. But you know what I'm saying? I like to have fun and like you know what I'm saying. Do hit all the angles. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm a film director. You know what I'm saying? So I got to get all the different angles.
Oh, okay.
But you know what I'm
You
saying?
ever
Like,
shot a movie?
I might shoot a little movie or two, you know what I'm saying? But you know what's funny? I feel like when you're trying to do something and film it at the same time, it's like
Yeah,
when you see people at a concert and they're filming, they're not really enjoying the show. And like that's
yeah.
how I feel about like filming stuff in the bedroom. It's kind of like, yo, am I at work right now or am I like actually having a good time?
No, that is super true. Yeah, you have to do it twice though. That's the thing. Like
Mm.
that's what I had to do when I was filming with a partner. Like, okay, we're gonna do one, but my like my videos are like from the phone. You know what I mean? Like it's not professional or anything. But like, yes, okay, give me like 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll take it off camera. But that's definitely something that a lot of women do.
What? Like film?
Yeah, like if they're filming like with their partner, like they will, like we're gonna film for the camera, and then we actually have real
Yeah,
sex.
okay, I got you. I got you.
You
It's
get what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
yeah, I got what
that's
you're
what it
saying.
is. Like, especially like when you're in a relationship with someone, like in a lot of creators that like are not stars, that's the difference between a content creator and a star. You get what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like content creator, like we are in control versus someone else telling us what to do and how to do it.
mm.
Um, but yeah, a lot of homemakers. Cause I'm in a lot of like groups on Telegram with girls that do it, which is how I kind of know, like I have my little network.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, that's what a lot of girls do. Like, oh, we'll film this and you're working now and then you're not working, so you get 2 for 1.
Wait, so there's like the secret underground content creating girls Telegram group where you guys all sharing your little stories and secret info. Is that how it goes down?
For sure.
Oh,
1000%. Yeah.
okay.
It's called coachings,
Mm.
so
And is it like all girls or are there like dudes in there like trying to pick up tips and shit?
it's all girls. Like you got to be verified to get in there and stuff. You got to pay to be in there, but it's just your own little network. Like, they talk about the fans. Oh, this is going on with the site. You know what I mean? If it's
Mm.
glitching, if there's problems, it's like, it's amazing. It's good. It's
So you
good.
like share tips on the best way to like kick a guy in the balls?
I mean, no. We're talking about the best way to wring some money out of them. I know what.
Okay,
This is
okay.
not a
So
stripper forum. It's a
well,
what?
this is the big thing that's been in the news recently, right? The whole Ruby Rose kind of finessing the dude, and got the obsessed guy that's given her like what was it, $60,000? That dude gave her.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think when you, as a girl that's in this industry, sees Ruby Rose with the creepy bald dude with a beard? That guy looks super fucked up. Like, when you see that and she's finessing him for 60K, do you look at that and think like, damn, she hit a major lick, or do you look at that and feel like, damn, that's kind of like unethical? Because like she taking that guy for everything he got, man. I feel bad for the dude.
Okay. So we all have those, but maybe not as they call
Mm.
them whales, right? So they become like
Mm.
super.
Okay.
Yeah. So they become like super invested in you, but it's like as long as you're like setting boundaries, you know what I'm saying? Then I think that's not unethical.
So you all have whales. This is interesting. Everyone's
Yes.
got a whale.
Yeah, everyone's looking for a whale. Yes. So a
Okay.
lot of girls like they probably have like this one person that probably like makes some like the majority of their money like him. So it's called the whale.
Damn.
Um but yeah, but obviously like I don't think she's done anything wrong because obviously if someone's like spending a lot of money on you, like obviously I'm like, okay, like, you know, but I feel like she probably like put boundaries on there.
Like, do you ever feel bad, like, if you had a whale, you know what I'm saying, and you're taking the guy for a lot of money, do you not feel a little bit, like, exploitative? Because I look at that dude, and I feel like this is a guy that's got problems. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I saw all those, to be fair, when I saw the picture of him, I thought he just looked like a pervert. But then when I saw all the messages, I was like, this guy kind of fucked up.
Yeah, but if it's not her, it's gonna be somebody else. So
Is that how
that's
you see it? So the whale's got to eat no matter what. So you're just trying to be the place where that whale's coming to do their thing.
yeah. And it's like I didn't go to you, you came to me. So like,
Mm.
like what is I got bills to pay too. Shit. But
So like,
obviously if you have it to give, then you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But like I did see like something in a news article where this guy like he was like really mentally fucked up and the girl like kind of let like that's the thin line. Like between like fantasy and then like real world. You know what I mean? Like I have guys on there that like will send me a bunch of money, but like I'm playing into a fantasy. Like they know that they're never gonna see me, but they want me to be like, oh, like I need this for the house. Like, oh, baby, I'll buy you this for the house. You know what I mean? Like that. Like I need this, I need that, and they'll give it to you. But they know that they're never gonna like see you or meet you. You know what I'm saying? But equally, if someone's like Ruby Rose, like $60,000, like in a month, bitch, I'm coming to see you. You get what I'm saying? But it doesn't have to be like that. Does that make sense?
But like the way it looked is like, you know what I'm saying, they took that picture together. She looked kind of scared. It looked like some Get Out shit. Like the way that she was looking in that picture and
But
he's
she
there.
was the one that like it's like I don't. First of all, she like posted his username, which is super weird.
Yeah, that's super weird.
And then she posted the messages, but it's like for what? Like I don't. That's what I don't understand. And obviously, like she could get in trouble too because you're like posting messages. That's not on OnlyFans. Like I don't know what. I didn't really like read too much into it, but like it's just dumb on her part. Like I
I
don't
feel
know if she
like
posted it for safety or, but it just makes you look bad. So I don't understand that.
well, the fact that she ran into him is super creepy because that definitely was not an accident. How is you can't have a 60K whale that you just randomly bumping into. Like he was looking for her, and I feel like that's got to be scary. Like you ever had like a stalker situation?
No, but if she had his number, I don't think they like ran into each other. Like, you know what I mean? They were showing messages not from OnlyFans, but from her phone.
Oh
So
yeah, it was right. Yeah.
yeah, so obviously, like, you know, he probably spent 60K on OnlyFans and then probably way more on, you know, other sites because OnlyFans takes 20%. So like what the fuck? If someone's sending me all that money, I'm not gonna want them to send it to me on OnlyFans because they're getting 20%. Unless you're like selling promo or something, but
Damn, that's crazy. I need to get me a whale. I need to get into this business because this is crazy. 60K off one dude? Damn, that's a lick.
yeah, that's crazy. But I don't think they just ran into each other. But I don't understand. Like, do you know why she posted? Like, do you know the context of like posting the messages though?
That's the weird thing. I mean, like, I feel like the only thing that I think really makes sense is that, like, maybe he had some kind of, like, humiliation fetish and he's getting something out of that, too. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Because, like,
Because
you'd
that
be
was just
pissed. I'd be pissed. Like, if I was a whale and I was really doing that, I wouldn't want everyone to know that. Because she put him on blast. Like, his picture's out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's probably a lot of other online girls that, like, are probably like, damn, they're trying to, like, take this client. Because, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Like, I'm
They
like,
need a
what the
whale.
fuck? Let me look him up.
Exactly.
Yeah, that. But yeah, he was like following a bunch of like, yeah, that was really weird too. I'm like, oh, he like posted his face, didn't even blast his face out or anything. So maybe it could be something like that, but who knows? Because you could still get in trouble for stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, for sure. That's crazy. I saw a lot of people going in on her today, and it's just such a weird situation. Like, it's so hard for me as like as a I guess I would describe myself as a relatively normal guy. Like, I wouldn't say I'm into any weird shit like that. Like, to,
I mean, I'm into the weird shit, but that's still even weird to me. Just how she went about it.
maybe she was scared and she felt like she had to put it out there to like let people know what was going down. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. That still doesn't make sense.
All right, so I got to turn this back on you now. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Well, what kind of freaky shit are you into then? Because I feel like I didn't really have
I'm
a good
not
answer for
really.
this.
I am like, so my thing is, I'm the girl next door. So just the hot girl next door. I'm a mom, but I don't like do mommy play or anything.
Are you
Yeah,
a mom?
yeah, I'm a mom.
Okay,
I'm a
okay.
mom. Yeah.
How does it feel to like, you know what I'm saying, be a mom but also be out here kind of like doing the content stuff? Do you ever worry that like, you know, the kid's gonna kind of have issues or like see your content growing up?
I have a daughter
Mm,
and she's 7.
mm.
And no, I don't worry about that really because I feel like I don't do anything that I wouldn't do. You know, it's
It's a weird one because I feel like you hear a lot of these stories these days. In the UK, there's been a lot of these stories in the news of like teachers doing like OF and then
but
losing their jobs, or like kids like using the content against each other at school, like someone's mom's on there or some shit like that. But like, I
right.
don't know whether that's like that serious, you know?
I don't know. I feel like that's like kind of like fake in a sense. Like I talk to my daughter,
Mm.
like obviously not in depth, but like right now, okay, I'm in my room, I'm working, don't come in here. She doesn't know exactly what I'm doing, but she knows like, you know, like don't come in here. When I used to live in like my old place, I was a dancer and
Mm.
the mom, my daughter was like playing with this little girl and the little girl's mom must have told her that I was a dancer, which is like, your kid's like 6, 7 years old. Why would you say that? But anyways,
Mm.
she said something to my daughter, and I was like, okay, like, how does that make you feel? And she's like, well, she just said it to me. And I'm like, okay, like, yeah, but like, obviously not going into detail, but my daughter's smart. Like, you have those
Mm.
conversations, like, like, I feel like we have a good relationship to where if someone did say something, it's like, they're just literally, they're just mad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's all, like, to me, like, that's how I see it. It's like, they're just mad because if you're so happy with your life, why are you worried about what I'm doing? You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like,
Mm.
and like, me and my daughter, we do a lot. Like, I work from home. I'm literally always home and like with her. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to go clock in and be away. We go on trips. We do stuff. So it's like, money doesn't mean anything, but like, it gives me freedom to be with you. So if someone else is saying something about that, like, okay, they're just mad because they can't do the things that your mom's doing, and your mom's hot as fuck. So, you know,
I feel like a lot of kids, they really idolize their parents. Like, how would you feel if, like, you know what I'm saying, maybe in like, well, I guess like 10, 11 years, like she kind of said, like, you know what I'm saying, Mom, I'm trying to do what I'm trying to follow in your footsteps. Like, how would you feel about that? Would you help her into the game?
no,
You'd
I
rather
don't.
than she didn't do that.
Yeah, I would rather she didn't do that because I'm doing it, so you don't have to do it. You know what I
But
mean?
is
So
that how you feel about it? Because like you seem quite comfortable with yourself. Like you know you don't make it seem like it's this horrible thing to be doing. Like I respect it.
yeah, but like, I want my daughter to have like different hobbies. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
I don't. She's not like really into herself either, so I find that really cool. Like, she doesn't like. I don't want to say she doesn't care if her hair's done, but like,
Mm.
she's not into herself like that. Like, she's confident like how she is. I had to like build my confidence up. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I feel like that's a whole nother thing. Like,
I
yeah,
feel.
she still looks up to me and stuff, but like, I don't think she'd ever be like, oh, I want to do this. You know what I mean? Because there are genuinely like some girls that are like, oh, I don't have a problem with it, but that's something that I don't want to do. And I just feel like like, that's her experience, and growing up is different than my experience. So it's easier for me to like steer her. Keep them busy, keep them active.
I feel like it's hard for kids these days. There's so much pressure on like social media. It's like different from when we were younger, you know? So it's like there's so much pressure on like your image and looking a certain way and fitting in and like making money or like being a certain way. So it's like it's good to sound like she's kind of like down to earth and comfortable with herself.
Yeah. But it's
So,
all about communication. Like, if you hear that you're beautiful every day, like,
mm,
you don't need to hear that from other people. You know what I mean? Like, I am the way that I am because like I didn't have that growing up. So I had to like kind of become that, you know what I mean? To actually believe it. Whereas like she hears it all the time. She knows it. She's confident. So that's and like you said with social media, but like, these kids are online while their parents are working. No one's giving them any attention. Their only influence that they do have is from the internet.
so,
Like, we
so,
but
so what was your upbringing like? Like, do you have like a good relationship? You know, what was your relationship like with your parents, or like, how was it for you coming up? Did that kind of shape, how kind of your life went, or like the types of things that you got into over the years?
Um, yeah, I'm the baby of five. My mom was a single mom. My dad was in prison. Um, and I like grew up in a small town, and that's why I like white boys, because when I was growing up, there was like not a lot of black people in the town that I lived in. So like the black boys, they like the white girls. Like, I remember these two fucking black boys that I had like the biggest crush on growing up, and they did not
Mm.
like me. Like, I was the butt of their jokes because obviously like not only am I black, but I'm like dark. So they would like kind of bully me in a sense, like jokingly. And I just never like, I think that's why I don't like black men. Like,
Mm.
I don't want to say I don't like them, but like, I could see a black man, I can find him super attractive. We could vibe, we can talk, but like, as far as sexually, like, I'm just not sexually attracted to them. And it's because of that. So people are like, oh my God, like, why don't you like black boys? And it took me a while. I'm like, wait, why don't I? And I just had to go back to that. Where like, wait, when I was in middle school, I was literally in love with two black guys. But it is
That's
what it
really interesting. Wow, that's interesting that you got that perspective, and that you can kind of like you understand that and appreciate that. For me, like I feel like, growing up like in school, I grew up in a small town, so it was
is.
mainly white people realistically. I don't think we probably had like a couple black kids in our whole school. But the funny thing is like I grew up loving hip hop, and like I was probably way too young. I remember being a kid and seeing like Jay-Z's Big Pimpin' video and just seeing like a big black ass and being like, damn, like I'm trying to see what that's all about. You know what I'm saying? So I was always very open-minded about different types of women growing up, more from like the stuff that I'd seen and like things in like music videos. Like I remember I'd stay up late. I don't know if you had this in the US, but like in the UK, like late night on like MTV, there would be like MTV After Dark, and then you'd get the like uncut, you know, the Pimp C music videos and shit, or like, you know, I'd see like Two Live Crew, or like I see some of the more dirty Jay-Z videos, and you just see all kinds of shapes and sizes in those videos. You know what I'm saying? And it's I guess it opened my mind because like there weren't too many diverse people where I'm coming from, but like hearing your experience, that's really interesting. It sounds like it's a very like developmental experience that you went through for you, you know.
But I think it's so interesting that you didn't grow up diverse and you still like ventured out. Because I feel like a lot of people, like someone else that I know, like white guy, he only likes black girls, and he said that the reason why he likes black girls is because he grew up like the white girls were like trying too hard. You know what I mean? Like they were like making it hard for him, you know. So that's why he likes black girls. They made it a little easier for them. Easier for him.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So do you find like do you find that white guys, like, do you have like a well, I'm trying to think of the right way to say this, like, you know, I'm not one of these people, but I know that there's some white guys that kind of like maybe like fetishize black chicks, you know what I'm saying, and like kind of maybe treat you like a sort of other, or like a exotic experience rather than a person.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Do you ever experience that?
No, never experienced that. Like, I don't know, my daughter's dad, he's like white, but he's like white black, but he's still like super white. But he was never with a black girl before. I was his first black girl. And like probably like his only like serious relationship with a black girl. And like it's so interesting because every single white boy that I've dated, like they are the black sheeps of their family. You know what I mean? So their family's like super white, but the moms love me. So it's like, you know, I'm like, are you like, you think they're racist, like how white they are, if that makes sense? Like
it does happen.
Yeah, they're usually like the black sheep, you know, and then like they bring this black girl around, and then it's like, what the fuck, you know? And I'm like, oh, are they racist? And then we get to know each other, and like they all love me. Like that's what's crazy. It's like, oh, okay, like maybe you are racist, but you know what selective racist is? I swear to God, do you know what that is? Like I feel like it's racist. Like, oh, they don't like black people, but they like certain black people. You get what I'm saying?
It's like they like black people when it suits them. You know what I'm saying?
Not if it suits them, but just like, I don't know. Like I feel like I turned some racist people to not be racist. They're like, oh, he's not so bad. Maybe they're not. I swear to God. Like my daughter's dad, I'll tell you, like I literally thought his parents were racist. Like when the whole George Floyd thing came out, like they were like talking about it like on the internet and shit. And I'm just like, wow, you guys are really racist. But like now, like they're like super, they love me. So
you're kind of out here like ending racism with your booty, basically.
Yes.
That's a very noble thing to do.
I say end racism and have interracial babies. For sure.
See, you know what I'm saying? If the whole BLM campaign had more people like you involved, I feel like we'd have got a lot more progress.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just have mixed babies.
Hey, just one mixed baby at a time. You know what I'm saying? And we'll finally get to Martin Luther King's dream that he had all those years. Maybe it was a wet dream after all.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm gonna get cancelled. I gotta take that back. I'm gonna get in trouble for saying that one.
Yeah, it was funny.
Well, I feel like you know what I'm saying, I feel like we got a good connection. How do you feel, how do you feel like things are going? Would you have a second date?
Yeah, but you have to like talk more about you.
I'm shy. Like, what do you want to know about me?
Okay, like are you gonna do this for like a different amount of, like are you gonna do this for different girls?
Yeah, I wanna...
right? So like
yeah. So like, to be honest, this is the first date that I've done, but like I'm kind of like my thing is like I make these documentaries, but like
Mhm,
I've always done streaming on the side, but I've never taken it too seriously. But like this month, I'm kind of going hard, and
mhm.
I do a lot of like news. I do a lot of like hip hop news, like academics kind of thing. But like I'm trying to branch out and do other stuff. So this is my first date. I'm doing a few interviews. I've got a few rappers and stuff lined up. A few kind of gangster type people that I've kind of lined up to do interviews with. And so I want to do more stuff. Like I just want to get more people on and like show more of my personality and kind of like just go beyond just like the news and the documentaries and stuff like that. So I feel like this is like a real step in the right direction. You know, it feels good. It feels natural.
Yeah. So are you gonna do more with like other girls? Like the e-dating series is just like you interviewing girls to see
Yeah,
which one you were gonna pick.
yeah, kind of. Like I definitely want to do more. I want to do like maybe some of the P stars and some of the like. Obviously, like with Adam, like him and No Jumper, they're kind of in this world, and it's sort of like he's in hip hop, but then he's in sort of the porno space, and then
Right.
he's also like he speaks to a lot of people that are kind of gangsters or even people like from the whole BMX world that he's into. Like I don't really know much about that, but like I'm trying to just like bring more people on and have more of a vibe. But I feel like the E-date is like it's kind of fun. Like I say, I'm getting over heartbreak at the moment, so I thought it would just be fun to like get out there, have a conversation like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm at work right now, but at the same time, like this is fun.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's what it should be.
But yeah, I don't
That's
know if is there anything else you want to know about me?
yeah, what's your favorite color?
Green.
Green. Okay, I like money. Nice.
Saying like money, like weed, like you know what I'm saying, nature.
Neat. Yeah. That's
What's
such a
your
cute thing though.
what's your favorite color?
Pink.
Of course.
I like pink feeling.
Mm. I
Yeah,
thought
I
it was
love
gonna be red.
well, I'm only wearing this because of Christmas.
Mm.
I'm gonna do some TikToks in it, but no, pink's my favorite color for sure.
Yeah, you're doing a lot of like dirty Christmas content.
Like I need to,
Mm.
but like I have so many videos that I just like I can't even tell you the last time I made a video. So I just like try to get like subs in, and then
Do you have like a schedule? Like, do you work out? Do you like you're like, yo, we need to have like 10 pictures this month every week, like, or do you just do what you feel like and kind of go with the flow?
um I do a little bit of both. Like I try to keep a schedule, but if not, like I don't like beat myself up over it. Yeah. I mean I have my calendars here of stuff that I should be doing, but do I always like hit it? You know? Yeah.
Is it always fun, or does it sometimes like feel like a grind?
Well, when I was like on a wait, when I was on a schedule, like a strict schedule, then yeah, it felt like work, and then it wasn't fun anymore. But it's like I don't want to do that, you know? Like I can make that's the thing is like you can make a lot more money, but it's like what you put into it is what you get, you know? But it's like I don't want to be a slave to money either. I just want to live comfortable. Like I want to do what I want to do. So like this month, just like, taking it slow or whatever, and then maybe it'll pick back up like going super hard, but
Mm.
I don't want to be a slave to money. So
Yeah, I agree. It's like it's difficult because sometimes, especially with YouTube, it's kind of the same. I feel like there's a lot of similarities. Like with YouTube, it's like you get rewarded. Like the more you do, the more money
yeah,
you make, the more views you get. But at the same time, like for me, I take what I do very seriously, and like I don't like to put something out unless it's really perfect and I really like believe in it. And I feel like it's difficult because it's like the platform wants you to just be firing shit out all the time, and
right,
it's like it's hard because like when you have integrity, like you probably I don't know whether you feel the same, but it's like if you ever do a photo shoot and you're just like not really feeling it, you don't want to post it.
right, yeah.
So it's that kind of thing. So it's like
Takes a while to post pictures that I don't like. Yeah,
it's like if I post a video and I'm not happy with it, that really hurts me. Like I feel like I really want it to be perfect. Like I really take what I do
right,
really seriously, and
right.
like I'm trying to make stuff that like has never been done before. I don't want to just make like I do these like 4 or 5 hour documentaries where like I really go deep on a topic in a way that no one has ever done before, and I'm
Oh wow.
really trying to like push myself. And I don't want to put out something that sucks, but like doing the streaming and doing stuff like this, it's a fun way to like do something small that's not that, but at the same time like that's the main
Still
event that I'm
working.
working on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's how I feel about like TikToks and stuff. Like, it's fun. I like taking pictures, but then there's also like the planning of OF that you have to do that you don't really
Mm,
want to do. But yeah, that's exactly what it is.
yeah.
Uh,
Well, you know what I'm saying? It's been really amazing talking to you. I really appreciate your time. Maybe we'll do it again soon.
Yeah, for sure. Let me know. I'm down. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on board, and you know what I'm saying. I'll be I was about to say I'll be keeping my eye on you. You know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying. I don't know if that kind of content is the type of thing I consume on a daily basis. But you know what I'm saying. I'll be keeping up with what you're up to, and we'll check in again very soon if you're down for a second date.
Okay, for sure. Thank you.
Take care. Speak to you soon.
You too. Bye.
Well, people, that was the E-date with Christiana. The first E-date on Trapmore Ross. We did it, man. We did it. We're out here. I know some of you weren't feeling this type of content. I don't think YouTube is pushing this because of the giant tater tots that were on screen. But you know what? We're out here doing something different. Streaming every day in December. We're lit. So appreciate everybody that checked in. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know what I'm saying? I'll be dropping more. I'll be back tomorrow with a lot more. I'm going to do... what am I doing tomorrow? I think I'm doing an interview tomorrow. I think I got into... Ooh, I got an interview. I got something interesting tomorrow, actually. I got something interesting lined up. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but I might be having a little conversation with a certain somebody from a certain block in Chicago that begins with O, if you know what I'm saying. So, you know what I'm saying? Hold tight. I hope it happens. Sometimes these things don't work out, but it's lit. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Catch you in a little bit. I'm out.